Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Happy Metal Tales. I'm your host, Steve Kitts. Crispin, come back. The golden afternoon sun shone over Sunny Meadow as the crows gathered in the tallest oak tree. The young crows flitted between the branches, their sleek feathers gleaming in the light, while the older ones sat chatting and preening and napping. Among them was Crispin, the oldest crow in the meadow. Crispin had seen many seasons come and go, and while he was known for his wisdom and storytelling, he was also known for something else, his round belly. Once a swift and powerful flyer, Crispin now preferred short trips from branch to branch rather than the long journeys over the meadow. His feathers fluffed out more than usual, and then he landed. The branches groaned under his extra weight. "Grandpa Crispin," Carrie Ann said, his bright-eyed granddaughter. She chirped as she landed beside him. "Want to fly with me today? Just a little trip over the meadow." Crispin ruffled his feathers. Dear, I'd love to, but I have, important crow things to do." Carrie Ann tilted her head. "Like what?" Crispin hesitated. "Like, watching the wind patterns and supervising the young ones and, thinking." Carrie Ann smiled. "That's all great, Grandpa, but when was the last time you really stretched your wings?" Crispin scoffed. "I stretch 'em every day." He flapped them once for emphasis, but it was more a half-hearted flutter than a strong beat. Carrie Ann frowned. "Grandpa, you used to fly across the whole meadow in one go, and now you barely make it to the next tree." Crispin's feathers bristled. "Nonsense! I can fly just fine. I just choose not to." Carrie Ann hopped closer and nudged him with her beak. "I think that maybe you've gotten out of practice." Crispin puffed up his chest. "Crows don't get out of practice. I'm still as strong as ever." As to prove his point, he spread his wings and pushed off the branch. He flapped once, twice, and then wobbled, dropping lower than expected. His wings straining as he tried to lift himself. He could barely manage to land on a lower limb. Huffing and puffing, Carrie Ann landed beside him gracefully and asked him, "Are you okay?" Crispin panted. Of course. I just testing out a new landing technique." Carrie Ann smiled gently. "Grandpa, I love you just the way you are, but if you want to fly the way you used to, you might need to build back some strength, and I can help." Crispin grumbled. "I don't need help." But Carrie Ann wasn't giving up. "Come on, we can make it fun. Just a little flying each day, some wing stretches, and maybe some short trips before working up to the bigger ones." Crispin shook his head. "I appreciate it, but..." Suddenly, a gust of wind blew through the trees, shaking all the branches. Crispin wobbled, but held on, while Carrie Ann rode the wind easily, barely affected. Crispin sighed. He hated to admit it, but Carrie Ann had a point. He wasn't as strong as he used to be. He looked at his granddaughter's hopeful eyes and sighed. All right. But if I don't like it, I'm quitting." Carrie Ann grinned. "Deal, Grandpa." The next morning, Carrie Ann met Crispin bright and early. He yawned, still half asleep. "First, let's stretch those wings," Carrie Ann said. Crispin flapped lazily. "There, stretched." Carrie Ann laughed. No, real stretching, like this." She demonstrated a full stretch, extending her wing as far as she could go. tilting her body just so. Crispin copied her, though not as graceful. Good. Now, we're going to fly to that tree over there. She pointed with her beak to the tree that was a short distance away. Crispin grumbled, but took off. He barely made it before landing ungracefully with a plop. Carrie Ann landed beside him. Good job. Crispin frowned. That was awful. But it was a great start, Carrie Ann said encouragingly. Day after day they practiced together. At first, Crispin only managed small flights, landing out of breath every time. As the days passed, he started getting stronger. His flaps became steadier, his landing smoother. One morning, Crispin surprised even himself by making it all the way across the meadow. I did it, he called, looking down at Carrie Ann excitedly. Carrie Ann beamed. I knew you could. One afternoon, as Crispin and Carrie Ann rested after a good flight day, Crispin sighed contentedly. You know, I didn't think I needed this. Carrie Ann chuckled. You just didn't want to admit it. Crispin smirked. Maybe, but I'll tell you something. Strength isn't just about muscles or flying far. It's about knowing when to accept help, too. Carrie Ann nudged him. And you, Grandpa, are the strongest crow I know. Crispin fluffed his feathers proudly. And don't you forget it. As the sun dipped below the trees, Crispin felt something that he hadn't felt in a long time. Light, free, and truly strong. The end. Carrie Ann reminded us that sometimes admitting we need help is the hardest thing of all. But when we accept kindness, we grow stronger in more ways than one. And no matter how old we are, Crispin added, there's always room to spread our wings a little bit further. God bless.